As the sun began to set over Dallas on that memorable evening in 2007, excitement filled the air in the American Airlines Center. Fans from all walks of life gathered, buzzing with anticipation for the legendary Elton John to take the stage. The arena was a sea of colorful lights and vibrant energy, with people dressed in everything from casual t-shirts to sparkling concert attire. Conversations blended into a chorus of laughter and cheers, creating an atmosphere charged with joy and expectation. The lights dimmed, and the crowd erupted into applause as Elton John made his grand entrance. He sat at his grand piano, a familiar sight that brought instant cheers. As he launched into his hit song, "I'm Still Standing," the audience sang along enthusiastically, their voices harmonizing with his. Each note echoed through the arena, creating a powerful connection between the performer and his fans. Elton's commanding presence was captivating, but what made this concert unique was not just his music, it was the spirit of camaraderie that enveloped everyone present. Many attendees were there to celebrate not only the artist's incredible career but also to honor those who have served in the military. Among them was Anthony Brooks, a Marine veteran whose heart swelled with pride as he listened to the uplifting lyrics. As the song continued, you could feel the energy shift when Anthony decided to hold up his dog tag. It was a simple gesture, yet it held immense meaning, a symbol of sacrifice and service. Little did he know that this moment would soon create a beautiful connection between him and one of music's greatest icons. The atmosphere was electric, setting the stage for a heartfelt encounter that would resonate with everyone in attendance long after the final notes had faded away. As the concert continued to unfold, the focus shifted to Anthony Brooks, a 53-year-old Marine veteran whose life story added depth to the evening's atmosphere. Raised in a small town, Anthony always felt a strong sense of duty and patriotism, which led him to enlist in the Marine Corps at a young age. His commitment to service shaped not only his values but also his identity. Throughout his years in the military, he faced challenges that many veterans encounter, including bonding experiences with fellow soldiers and the toll that service can take on one's spirit. After returning home, Anthony found it difficult to reintegrate into civilian life. Like many veterans, he carried the weight of his experiences, both the memories of camaraderie and the hardships faced during deployment. However, he always sought ways to honor his fellow service members and share his journey with others. Music became a source of healing for him, allowing him to connect with both joy and sorrow. On this particular evening, as he held up his dog tag during Elton John's performance, it symbolized more than just military service. It was a reminder of sacrifice and resilience. The dog tag represented his time in the Marines, a physical token that linked him to unforgettable memories and his brothers in arms. In that moment of vulnerability amidst thousands of fans, Anthony felt an overwhelming sense of pride for what he had accomplished, and for those who served alongside him. His gesture had deeper significance. It was an invitation for others in the audience to reflect on their own stories and the sacrifices made by so many. As he raised that simple piece of metal high above his head, it became a beacon of hope and a symbol of unity among all those present at the concert. Little did he know that this act would forge a connection with Elton John that would resonate throughout the entire arena. As Elton John played the piano with all his heart, the audience raised their voices in unison to sing, "I'm Still Standing." It was an anthem of perseverance and triumph, and everyone felt the power of the moment. Suddenly, from a sea of fans, Anthony Brooks held up his dog tag high above his head. In that split second, something magical happened. Elton's eyes caught sight of the glimmering metal. An electric charge ran through the crowd as they noticed Elton's gaze shift toward Anthony. There was a pause in the music, almost as if time had slowed down. The unmistakable emotions in the air turned palpable. Curiosity, respect, and awe swirled among those present. They witnessed not just a performance, but a human connection unfolding before them. Without hesitation, Elton stood up from his grand piano mid-song, his hands gracefully leaving the keys behind. In a beautiful gesture of recognition, he saluted Anthony, a move that resonated deeply throughout the arena. The audience erupted into cheers and applause, their collective gratitude filling the space as they shared in this poignant moment. For Anthony, it felt like the world had shrunk to just him and Elton in that instant. He stood there with pride swelling in his chest, feeling seen and honored for his service. On stage, Elton took a deep breath before addressing the audience. "That salute belongs to all of you," he proclaimed, turning what could have been a simple acknowledgement into a powerful tribute to everyone who has served. Tears filled many eyes as people absorbed Elton's words. A blend of joy and sentiment washed over them. This brief yet profound moment transformed not only Anthony's night but also united everyone at the concert under a shared understanding of sacrifice and bravery. It marked an unforgettable highlight in an evening devoted to celebrating life and resilience through music. As the crowd buzzed with excitement from the connection forged between Anthony Brooks and Elton John, the atmosphere shifted instantly into a blend of surprise and reverence. When Elton caught sight of Anthony's dog tag raised high in the air, something within him stirred. He wasn't just performing, he was interacting with profound emotion, recognizing a kindred spirit in the audience. In an unexpected yet seamless moment, Elton paused his piano playing. The music faded just briefly, allowing all attention to turn toward Anthony. It was a rare glimpse of how deeply Elton values his fans and their shared experiences. The arena buzzed with whispers as everyone held their breath, waiting to see what would happen next. Without hesitation, Elton stood up from his grand piano, an action that seemed both spontaneous and heartfelt. The sight of him saluting Anthony was simple yet transformative. This gesture signified more than just recognition, it was a salute honoring all veterans present and those who have served in silence. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause and cheers, an expression of collective joy and gratitude that filled the arena with warmth. For Anthony, a wave of emotion washed over him. He stood tall, feeling immense pride swell within as he realized that this moment wasn't just about him. It resonated for every soldier who had ever worn a uniform. The joy on his face mirrored that of other attendees who understood the weight of what just unfolded. Elton's recognition showcased not only his talent as an entertainer but also his heart as a human being. As he finally resumed playing, "I'm still standing," he gathered himself to share powerful words acknowledging the audience. "That salute belongs to all of you." In that instance, through the music and shared experience, everyone felt uplifted, bonded together in a celebration of resilience and sacrifice that would linger long after the concert was over. As the thunderous applause began to fade, Elton John settled back at his piano, the energy in the arena still crackling with emotion. He took a moment to gather his thoughts before resuming, "I'm still standing." And in that pause, he crafted a message that would resonate deeply with everyone present. With sincerity in his voice, he addressed the crowd. "That salute belongs to all of you." In those words, Elton communicated something far more profound than mere acknowledgement. He transformed a simple moment of recognition into a collective celebration of unity. By dedicating his salute not just to Anthony but to all veterans and spectators, he fostered a sense of togetherness that transcended the barriers separating each individual in the audience. Suddenly, they were not just fans at a concert. They were part of a larger community connected by shared values and experiences. Elton's message was clear: the sacrifices made by service members are not isolated. They impact families, friends, and entire communities. With each note he played, he reinforced this notion of unity, reminding everyone that their voices mattered and that they were all contributors to the fabric of society. The atmosphere shifted from one of individual celebration to collective honor, instilling a sense of pride among veterans and supporters alike. As the music swelled around them, it was as if the lyrics took on new meaning. The crowd sang louder than before, their voices intertwining as they celebrated resilience together. They shared smiles and tears alike, embracing the understanding that even amid challenges, there is strength in numbers. This moment became more than just an interaction between an artist and a fan. It evolved into a powerful reminder that love and respect can unify people from various backgrounds. It marked an unforgettable chapter in the concert, symbolizing hope, gratitude, and the enduring spirit that lives within every individual who has given so much for others. The bonds formed during that song would remain etched in their hearts long after the final notes had faded away. As Elton John finished his powerful speech and the music kicked back into gear, the response from the audience was almost instantaneous. A wave of cheers erupted from every corner of the arena, as concertgoers stood on their feet, clapping passionately in celebration of the shared moment. Many fans wiped away tears, their emotions spilling over as they felt the significance of what had just transpired. The atmosphere transformed into a collective embrace of gratitude and joy. Friends hugged one another, while families held hands tighter, united in a shared appreciation of both music and the sacrifices made by those who serve. The crowd sang even louder than before, voices rising in unison with renewed energy, each note echoing resilience against the backdrop of their heartfelt connection to one another. Some audience members raised their own hands in solidarity, reflecting Anthony's display with dog tags and other military memorabilia. Eyes sparkled, not only with the excitement of being at a live concert but also with a deep understanding of camaraderie. Everybody seemed to be part of a larger story, where individual experiences blended into a beautiful tapestry representing collective strength and sacrifice. As Elton reached the chorus of "I'm Still Standing," the cheers intensified, creating an exhilarating atmosphere filled with love and support for all service members. It was clear that each person in attendance felt privileged to witness this moment unfold, a unique intersection of artistry and heartfelt emotion that few concerts offer. Laughter mingled with tears. Smiles broke across faces that had moments ago been solemn or reflective. The uplifting message resonated deeply as everyone came together for this unforgettable experience. This concert was no longer just an entertaining night out, it had transformed into a celebration of hope, unity, and respect, a memory they would all carry in their hearts forever. The exchange between Elton John and Anthony Brooks during that unforgettable concert carried profound significance, not just for the two of them but for veterans across the nation. For Anthony, raising his dog tag was a personal representation of his military service, a gesture that spoke volumes about sacrifice and duty. However, this moment transcended his individual experience. It became a powerful symbol of honor that resonated deeply with all those who have served in the armed forces. For many veterans in the audience, seeing Elton salute Anthony brought forth feelings of respect and acknowledgement that they often yearned for. Every service member has their own story filled with trials, triumphs, and sacrifices, often going unrecognized in everyday life. This public tribute encapsulated what countless veterans feel, a desire to be seen and valued for their contributions, both during and after their time in service. The heartfelt exchange also emphasized the broader theme of community among those who have served. Elton John's recognition forged an emotional bridge not only between him and Anthony but also across the entire audience filled with supporters of military personnel. It allowed spectators to reflect on the sacrifices made by service members, their families, and friends, a reminder of the shared struggle that connects them all. Through music and genuine emotion, this moment sparked conversations about honor and responsibility toward veterans everywhere. It inspired others to openly express appreciation for those who serve. The recognition given to Anthony represented solidarity, reminding everyone that honoring service members is not just an act left for Memorial Day or Veterans Day, it is a continuous commitment to acknowledge their sacrifices every day. As they left the arena that night, many attendees carried forward an enhanced sense of empathy and understanding for veterans' experiences. In a world where connectivity can sometimes feel lost, this exchange reaffirmed what it means to stand together as one community, one that honors those who have bravely fought for freedom. This concert was not simply entertainment. It transformed into a powerful celebration of service and respect that would echo in many hearts long after the last note played. Music possesses a unique ability to forge connections between artists and their fans, creating moments that can resonate deeply within the human experience. During Elton John's concert, the powerful exchange with Anthony Brooks exemplified how music can transcend mere entertainment and become a vessel for honoring those who serve. The moment Anthony raised his dog tag not only captured Elton's attention but also transformed the atmosphere into one filled with shared emotion and purpose. Songs like "I'm Still Standing" carry messages of resilience and strength, reflecting experiences that many listeners can relate to. In the context of a concert, These themes become amplified as they resonate with individuals from diverse backgrounds, uniting them in a collective experience. When Anthony held up his dog tag, it was more than an individual act. It became a poignant reminder of sacrifice that was recognized by everyone in attendance. Elton's immediate response, standing up from his piano and saluting Anthony, demonstrated the power of music to create profound connections in real time. Such spontaneous moments ignite feelings of respect and acknowledgement among audiences, as they realize they are part of something larger than themselves. In this instance, it was a celebration of military service and bravery, illustrating how music can evoke gratitude for those who protect freedom. The cheering crowd actively participated in this shared moment, with every voice raised in harmony echoing their appreciation for both the artist and the sacrifices made by service members. This visibility allowed attendees to reflect on their own connections to service, whether through family members or friends, making the experience both personal and universal. By integrating heartfelt recognition into his performance, Elton John not only entertained but also helped foster a deeper understanding of honor and respect for veterans everywhere. This exchange showcased how music is not just about notes or lyrics. It is about creating lasting memories that can inspire empathy and solidarity among people, bridging gaps through shared emotion. Ultimately, this concert became a testament to the enduring impact of music as an art form capable of celebrating life's most significant moments together. The encounter between Elton John and Anthony Brooks at the 2007 concert in Dallas stands as a poignant reminder of the emotional weight such moments can carry. This powerful exchange transcended mere entertainment, highlighting the deep respect and honor that should be afforded to those who serve in the military. When Anthony raised his dog tag, it not only symbolized his personal sacrifices but also evoked a broader appreciation for all veterans, making every person in the audience reflect on the value of their service. Elton's spontaneous salute resonated throughout the arena, transforming what could have been just another song into a heartfelt tribute to bravery and resilience. By embracing this moment and acknowledging the sacrifices of all service members, Elton fostered an environment where both veterans and supporters felt valued and included. His words, "That salute belongs to all of you," magnified the significance of unity, emphasizing that honoring such sacrifices is a collective responsibility shared by everyone. This type of recognition during live performances holds considerable weight within veteran culture. Concerts and public gatherings often serve as unique spaces where emotions are heightened, allowing for genuine expressions of gratitude and acknowledgement. Moments like these remind us that music is not merely an art form, it becomes a platform for connection, healing, and community building. Through shared experiences, audiences are inspired to engage more actively with the stories of service members, fostering empathy and understanding within their communities. Ultimately, this encounter encapsulated a broader message about the importance of honoring those who serve. It reinforced the idea that every gesture of acknowledgement contributes to a larger narrative of respect and appreciation. As attendees left the concert that night, they carried with them not just memories of an exceptional performance, but also a renewed commitment to honor and celebrate those who protect their freedoms. This concert was more than entertainment. It became a lasting tribute that would echo in the hearts of many long after the final chords had faded away. Reflecting on the unforgettable encounter between Elton John and Anthony Brooks, it becomes clear that moments like these have lasting impacts on individuals' lives. The concert at the American Airlines Center not only served as a platform for entertainment, but also became a significant event that honored military service and fostered appreciation for veterans. When music transcends its role as mere entertainment, it creates a legacy filled with meaning that can inspire future generations. The emotional connection forged during that evening encourages us to remember the sacrifices made by service members daily. Each time we hear, "I'm still standing," we are reminded of Anthony's brave gesture and Elton's heartfelt salute. These memories become touchstones that spark conversations about honor and respect, allowing us to reflect on the importance of recognizing those who put their lives on the line for others. Continual recognition of service members is essential. It encourages communities to share stories, express gratitude, and build solidarity. Events that highlight these connections offer opportunities for individuals to come together, bridging gaps between diverse backgrounds. By fostering environments where appreciation is expressed, we contribute to a culture that values resilience and sacrifice. As attendees left the concert that night with renewed commitments to honor veterans, they carried with them not just memories of an extraordinary performance, but an understanding of the deeper significance behind such experiences. The legacy of this event, rooted in connection, respect, and shared emotion, is one we should strive to uphold in our everyday lives. In celebrating these moments, we ensure that the voices of those who have served are heard and that their contributions are acknowledged in meaningful ways. Ultimately, it is our responsibility to carry forward the spirit of unity and tribute initiated during that remarkable concert, ensuring it lives on in our hearts and actions for years to come.